Hey guys, we're here. David Franco here from DavidFranco.com as well as the FrancoHosting.com. Yes, I realize the left earbud is falling out of my ear. I'll talk about that in a minute. Anyway, this is my video review of the Streets by 50 Cent wired in-ear headphones from SMSby50.com as promised. Now, I will say, first of all, two things. One, you will see me look below because my notes are right here because I'm not an audio expert and I don't want to miss anything. And number two, well, it kind of rolls off number one. It's just that I'm not an audiophile, I'm not an audio expert, but I will say I do enjoy good headphones, I enjoy good music, I enjoy good audio, and overall I enjoy a good listening experience. So keep that in mind. I'm not an audiophile. I'm practically your average consumer when it comes to this sort of thing. So with that out of the way, let's get on to the review. Okay, so first of all, let's talk price. The Street by 50 Cent wired in-ear headphones do retail for $119.95 US dollars. The link is right below. Now, honestly, I don't think that's too bad of a price, especially considering, you know, that obvious competitor. I'm not going to go there, but okay, with that done, let's get on to the features. Now, this is the part where I will be looking down because I definitely do not want to miss any of this. These are the official features from SMSby50.com. First of all, they are professionally tuned 11mm drivers, crystal clear sound, ergonomically designed Apple control mic with volume control, which I do like a lot. I'll talk about that in a minute. Reinforced cables, and finally, gold-plated connectors. Now, what is included in the box? You get 6 silicone passive noise canceling tips, which are not that great, honestly, but I'll touch on that in a bit. An airline adapter, which honestly is not for me. I rarely travel outside of, well, I rarely go on a plane. But I do know a lot of people out there who practically worship these airline adapters, so it was really, really cool of SMSby50 to even include this. And of course, it comes with a carrying case, which is always appreciated. Oh, and obviously an owner's manual, but does anybody really read the owner's manual? However, I should say, the owner's manual included with these headphones is actually pretty cool. It made me think of the days of back when I used to buy CDs and you get the album art and you see all the lyrics. Now, these don't include lyrics. The manual doesn't include lyrics, but it did include, like, you know, photographs of 50 Cent and all this product information. I thought that was a pretty cool bonus, as odd as that sounds. Okay, so as always, my review is broken down into 2 sections, pros and cons. I will start out with pros. Pro number 1, nice design and color scheme. Now, you guys know me, I appreciate a good design, I appreciate good colors, I appreciate basically when a product not only performs well, but when it looks awesome as well. I mean, look behind me, guys. I'm a Mac user. I mean, I can't buy an ugly computer. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Getting text messages. But that's always a nice bonus when the headphones not only sound good, but they also look good as well. Pro number 2, and this is a big one. This isn't a first with Street by 50 Cent. This has been done by many other companies already, but it's kind of the standard, so you kind of expect it. Either way, it's a nice bonus in my eyes because I don't use many headphones, and that is the fact that the cable is tangle-free. So let's do a test right now, shall we? Here are the headphones. Bada bing, bada boom. Look at that. They fall right apart. That is a nice feature. Because let me just say this real quick, guys. I love my iPods. I love my iPhones. I love my iPad. Singular. I just have to emphasize that because I do have an iShine back there, but I only have one iPad. Don't worry, I'm not that much of an Apple freak. It's debatable. Anyway, what am I getting at here? Well, as much as I love Apple, their headphones suck. Not only do they sound horrible, but they tangle up like a mother. I don't understand it. It's as if Apple designed the earbuds to tangle up. But my point is, these are tangle-free, and that alone is an awesome feature. Okay, so next up, most important of all, let's talk about audio quality, because while these do look great and they are tangle-free, obviously the most important factor when buying headphones, and especially depending on the price, it all comes down to how awesome they sound or how sucky they sound. Okay, so let's just get this out of the way. Audio quality is great. Well, did you expect me to say something bad because I'm still on the list of pros? No, seriously though, audio quality is great. Highs are sharp. Volume is extremely loud. You just want to have fun when you have these things on. But while the highs are very sharp and crystal clear, the lows I think could be better, but they're not bad. I mean, in my notes I say lows are good, so in my opinion, good is good enough. However, speaking of audio, it does not stop there. it goes into that small little feature that maybe you've used on other headphones. Even Apple has these built into their default ones, which I think is nice. And that is the onboard mic control for not only stopping your music, skipping a track, or going to a previous track, but you can also use it for volume control, which is huge. I mean, it's a small, convenient feature, but it's always huge in my eyes instead of taking your phone out or your iPod and then changing the volume manually. I mean, for me, it's all about ease of use. However, I should also say it does have an onboard mic for taking phone calls or any other app that supports it. So if you're making phone calls or if you're doing a voice recording app of making a reminder for yourself or anything that uses the mic, these headphones are guaranteed to work with that. And now the last but certainly not least, the price. I don't know, guys, it isn't too steep. I mean, $119.95 may sound like a lot, but again, and I gotta reinforce this, when you compare that price to other headphones of similar quality and that whole branding thing we got going on with all the different music artists, I don't think the price is too bad. Yes, you could get cheaper headphones for maybe better quality. I'm not really sure because I know people are really into Sennheisers and Skull Candy and all that stuff, but again, I'm not an audio expert, so take what I'm saying right now with a grain of salt when I say the price for me is not that bad. Alright, like with any review, we do have to talk about the cons. However, there is some good news. There are only 2 cons. But I should say those 2 cons are kind of bad news because they're big cons in my eyes. And number 1 is bass performance could be better. Now me, I don't know about you, but me guys, I am a huge fan of dubstep. I like me some Skrillex. I like me some, who's that one that does the Crystallize song? I was listening to it last night when you mix symphony with dubstep and techno. Amazing sound. But yeah, I mean, if you're in like the deadmau5, and which I used to call it deadmau5 5, I mean, I'm sure we've all done that at some point, and Skrillex and all that stuff, I mean, I think you want good bass performance. I know I do. I'm all about bass. I mean, you should see me in my car when I get dubstep going. I'm all in the mood. I love bass, and bass is what does that to me. Now, these headphones, not so much. I mean, bass performance is there. I've seen more bass from headphones that cost probably half of these. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. But again, if you're not a big bass person, I really have to stress this. The highs on this are very sharp, very loud, and very crisp. So if you're into music that doesn't require good low bass performance, then maybe these are still for you. And now for the second con, and the last one at that, and probably the most important one of this entire video, I should say. They're not very comfortable. Even though you get those extra ear tips, I tried them all, and they hurt. Now, I should say we all are very different humans, which, in my opinion, is what makes this world so fascinating. We are all into different clothing, different headphones, different tastes of music, different everything. And with differences comes different comfort levels. I'm probably explaining that wrong, but do you get what I'm saying? I mean, ears are ears. It's kind of like your tongue when you're tasting food. Just because you love that medium rare steak doesn't mean that other person's gonna love that. They might like something more simple like chicken nuggets. Do you see what I'm saying here? I mean, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Basically, my point is, these headphones are not that comfortable, but I went on Amazon reviews and saw what other people were saying, and people were saying they were very comfortable. Okay, leave the video with this. If you're typically good with earbuds and the whole ear tip thing, then yes, try them out. But if you prefer over-the-ear headphones, which I personally do, then stick with them. So again, it comes down to personal preference. My con isn't necessarily a con for you. It just goes either way. Okay, so what is the overall summary of these headphones? Well, it's a good product with some disappointments, but like I just got done saying, you just got to keep in mind that these are headphones. Headphones and their comfort level and bass performance and all that do vary per user. So my experience is definitely not going to be the same experience as yours. And finally, again, don't forget, these headphones do retail for $119.95, which I don't think is too crazy. But if you are interested in these headphones, just check out the official product link below over at smsby50.com. Oh, and of course, huge thanks to smsby50.com for providing these headphones for review. While I didn't exactly fall in love with them, I did appreciate them for what they are and the features that they, well, feature. And now, this is where the review ends. Post your comments below, guys. Are you interested in these headphones? Do you have these headphones? And most important of all, I know the guys from smsby50.com will be watching this video, so post your user feedback below. I'm sure they appreciate it, and of course I appreciate all your comments, your likes, your support, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in, tomorrow's video.